One of the talking points is that North Carolina has become a cruel state that has exited unemployment insurance, and no other state has done this, and this would be really, really horrible. And so what I did in the Wall Street Journal is look at, most importantly, what happened during that 6-month period when North Carolina was the only state that lacked extended benefits. In other words, people ran out of benefits and they didn't have any more checks from the government. What happened? Liberals said that what would happen is they would just flee the workforce, that they wouldn't even look for jobs anymore because, for some reason, this is actually weirder than people think. Yeah. Either people were looking for jobs, but not really. They were just pretending to look for jobs like George Costanza from Seinfeld, so that all they could do is get checks from the government. And when the checks stopped, they just stopped looking for a job. That's the George Costanza sort of an explanation. And that's what actually a lot of liberals seem to think. Oddly, though, if you lack a job and you're getting unemployment insurance stops, you don't lose an incentive to get a job. You gain an incentive to get a job. So even their theory doesn't really make any sense, the idea that it would cause this mass exodus of people out of the labor market. Theoretically, it's kind of weird, but empirically, it's simply wrong. That's not what happened. North Carolina's labor force declined some during the first part of this period, but it was already declining. And then later it began to rise. So by the end of the 11 months that I was looking at in the Wall Street Journal piece, North Carolina's labor force had not changed very much, but our unemployment rate had fallen a lot. And there are other measures, too. The federal government actually produces numbers that I'm not sure liberals are aware of that actually test what the liberals say. For example, there is a measurement the feds do of how many people are working-aged but are not looking for work. They actually count them. They don't disappear and live on boxcars and you can't find them. They're still available to be surveyed, and the federal government does that. And during this period, North Carolina's population of what would be called marginally attached workers, these are people who are discouraged, they've given up, or they've gone back to school to get a new job, or maybe they moved in with their parents to take care of an ailing parent or something like that. Whatever reason why people stop looking for a job, they're counted. And in North Carolina, that population did not grow. It shrank. So these are some pretty basic mathematical problems with what liberals have alleged, and yet they continue to insist that they are right.